Hello everyone, so far we have learned about variable in C sharp, then we have seen the data type, string, int, bool, then array, typecasting operator, user input and condition operator, then also if else, for loop, for each loop and break statement. Now we will move slightly toward the advanced level of C sharp where we will learn about methods with parameter, class, namespace and class with properties, class with object, class and object, access modifier, then inheritance and polymorphism concept we will see, and also some advanced level array. We will see the what is the list, and we will see list of string and list of int, then exception handling in C sharp. So in this video I will explain what is method. So in the starting video I didn't explain what is a namespace or classes, but in this video let's move toward namespace, class and methods. First we will go toward the method. So like this is one method inside the program class. So class is the collection of methods or collection of properties, and namespace is the collection of classes. Like this class I can create multiple classes inside this scope, that is the scope of namespace. Now first we will go for the new method. Let me create here one method. I am saying public void it's a void then method name print hello, and then the let's to define the scope of method we are using the curly braces. So public means this is the public method, I can use it anywhere. Void means this method is not returning anything, and print hello is the name of method. It has no parameter, it's not accepting any value, and let's say it's console dot write line, and it is printing just hello world. Let's say it's printing just hello world. Now let me make it static. Don't get confused with the static, I will explain in advanced C sharp what is static. Now I'm just calling this method in the main method, because a main method is the entry point. So if I will not call it here, it will not get executed. Now I will run this. Let's see the output here. Then I will run it in the debug mode. Now it's printing here hello world. Let me run it now in the debug mode. So inside debug mode you will see now the cursor moved to this method, and here it's printing this particular thing and returning the cursor back to the line number 9, and then it is executing this particular application. So when execution is complete, it's printing here. Now I have explained in simple words what is method. What method is not just a with a wide return type. Multiple things are there with the methods. So let me take another example here. We can say public static string, right? Get print message. So this is the method name. Now as I have written here string, so I need to return some string value from this. Let me say there is any string variable. Let's say string str is equal to hi everyone. It's returning something like this, and we need to return it str. So this will be a little bit confusing in the starting. but you have need to focus on it to make more understanding on it. Now in this method there is no input parameter. Even in this method there is no input parameter, but this method is not returning anything. This is just a void written here, but it's returning something in the form of string. So what is returning data? What will be the data type of returning thing? Variable will be string. So str is a string, that's why we can return it here. Now when I'm returning here, let me remove it. I'm now calling this method here. When I will call it here, it will return something. Whatever is returned I can store in another variable of the same type what is written here. Let's say response is equal to, so what will it return? That will get stored inside the response, and we can print here the response. Let me run it. Now first I am calling this method get print message. It is initializing one string with the high everyone value, then it is returning the same. Now when it get executed, whatever the value it is returned will be hand over to the response here. So now response contain the high everyone and it get printed here. So in this way we can create a one method which will return the some particular value. If I will say here int, in that case I can return some integer value. Now it's giving me error that it cannot convert the string to integer because the return type here is integer and we are returning the string value. So let me take any integer here, and suppose I am returning year is 2021, so it will return the year. Okay, we can say like get current year, right? And we can call it here, but again it is returning the integer value and we are storing the integer value in string, so we need to again make it integer, right? So in this these are the methods without any parameter. Now let's say create one method which will accept two parameter, and that will be of the integer type. It will add them and then return their sum. I'm removing this method here. Okay, let's say method will return the integer and method name is add numbers. It will take two parameter, int num1 and int num2. So I need to return some integer value. First I will take int sum. In the operators we learn how we can add two number. Now whatever is sum, we will return the sum. Now this method will add two number and will return the sum here. So I am just calling it here. What now this time it has the input parameters, integer number 1, integer number 2. So we need to pass those values here. Let's say first number is 10, another number is 40. So in that case sum will be 50 and we are printing it here, right? So let me call it, run it. Now what's going on? First we call this method, and number 1 is here 10, number 2 is 40 because we have passed these values here. Then it is adding both the number and the sum is 50. It is returning the 50 and this 50 is hand over to the response variable and we have printed the result here 50. So this is the parameterized method where it is accepting some input parameter. So in case of the method we have return type, we have input parameters. So return type should match with whatever we are returning, that should be of the type what is written here. And what is the benefit of method? So method is one piece of code which we can use again and again. Now suppose I added these two number, again I need to add another number. So in that case I will take int response2 is equal to, and here I can pass some another values whatever I want to pass. So I have no need to return number 1 plus number 2. I have written once here, I can call it multiple times, and even I can call it from any class. So method is some piece of code which help us to reduce the number of repetitions, which be a number of repeating lines. Let's take one more example here. Now I will take one more method. Let's say public static, this time return type is string and its get full name. It will take two parameter, string first name, string last name. Whatever is passed, it will take another string as full name and will combine both the first name, and we have learned how we can combine in our earlier videos. Full name is returned. Now I can call it here, let's say string, because this time it's returning string value. I will say like this, and first name is Sam, last name is Jones. Let's see what it will print. Now Sam Jones is printed with space because we are adding space here. So this is the another method which get called using just method name here. So we will see more about methods and parameterized method, but we will take also input from the user and then we will print the result. So in the next video we will see more in deep about the methods. That's all in this video. Thank you.